Gonna try to keep this video quick and make sure that YouTube doesn't cuck the timing on it. So I saw a video talking about budget ARs and how you should buy a Bear Creek Arsenal or an Omni Tactical, you know, like the lowest of the low. And this is not to shit on anybody that generally can't afford anything better, but if you do have a little bit more of a paycheck and a little bit of patience and whatnot, and you don't believe in the new doomer gun culture where if you don't have this product, you're gonna get your house raided by Mongols during the shit hit the fan scenario or whatever, then a second option I'd recommend is Frankenstein building up your AR with some quality parts. So here's an example, right? The example I have is this is a Geissele / BCM / Sons of Liberty build I've got going. Now, excluding the optic from this rifle and also the light too, this rifle probably ran me about $1,500. Now I know for some people you can't just put out $1,500 just right on the plate and send it through. But I did put this rifle together over the time span of a year. It wasn't that I couldn't afford outright, it was just that I thought it'd be smarter just to wait for deals. Something that you can do is you can find blem sales, you can find contract overrun, and just do a little bit of looking around and whatnot. And also having some contacts too with people helps as well. Like for instance, this lower, the Sons of Liberty lower, I was able to get about 50-60 bucks knocked off of it from the local gun store that I go to, and I put it on layaway and paid that off. The upper assembly from BCM, that came from the BCM website where they had a blend sale going on. The rail I found from a third-party website, that's a BCM rail and whatnot. And you can even go into the territory of getting into like eBay and whatnot. Now granted, going into eBay is like being Christopher Columbus in the New World. It's a little dicey, but I will say that if you just do the bare minimum research, I'm talking like if you just have above room temperature IQ, then you can procure certain optics and even accessories and whatnot for some pretty damn good deals that are lightly used and all that. Just use a little bit of that brain power, rub some brain cells together, and you should be able to put together a pretty good rifle. And also too, the knowledge required to build one of these rifles may seem a little daunting at first, but I promise, through a few YouTube videos, a couple article reads, anyone can assemble a lower receiver, anyone can assemble an upper or put on handguards or accessories. As for actually attaching the barrel and muzzle devices with the correct torquing, it may require a little bit more know-how and whatnot, but it's easily done and easily possible. And if not, then you should be able to find a gunsmith who, if he's treating you right, will cost you only about 50-60 bucks to get it assembled and thrown together. Maybe at the high end 100 if you've got someone that's really cranking, trying to get some money. So my advice is that if you don't have an AR in the meantime, it's okay to go out and try to get something, you know, in that meantime to fill it up, but always work to upgrade. You should never just stay with BCA or Omni Tactical. Always work up higher.